Oh, hi Lewis, it's Andreas from Kingdom MMA.
How's it going, buddy?
I'm alright, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, sweet man.
That's good to hear, that's good to hear. So, your opponent for Georgiou 73 is Matt Inman. What are your opinions, on Matt, and how do you think you match up stylistically?
It's a fight I've always wanted. So when they offered me him, I was all ready to go. I was happy. I was happy for a quick turnaround as well after my last fight. So, but I think it's going to be a good fight. It's interesting, but I think, obviously you think you're going to win. yeah, good. It'd be a good fight. Good one for the crowd.
Are you happy that you got matched up with him?
Very happy, especially so quickly as well. There's two other names I'm hunting down after it, but, I just want to be in the fray. In battle.
I love it. Matt has a high-level submission game. He trains with some great BJJ grapplers, SBG Manchester, but we know you've been doing some grappling competitions of your own. Do you feel this is an area that you're confident to exchange in?
I'll happily fight him with dangerous kettles, but I beat him on the floor as well.
You've moved up from lightweight, and you're now arguably facing one of the toughest welterweights in the country. How important was it for you, after that win over Steve Dinsdale, to fight a guy who effectively is just a few wins off a title shot?
I don't really care about titles or anything. As I said, I just like fighting, and now at a higher weight, I can just fight, and that's all I want to do. I mean, after my last fight, I fought in the British Open the week after. 2 weeks after that, I was out in the Pan Ams in New York. I just want to be in there.
Why is it so important for you to stay active? As a fighter.
It's what I do. It's what I love. If you're not fighting, then what are you? You're not a fighter, If you're not competing, then you're not testing your skills. You've got to be the best. You've got to beat the best. As I said, I don't care about titles, I don't care about anything. I just want glory, It's just, I want to fight the best I can.
You've never been finished by strikes, but, Inman is an extremely accurate and punishing striker. Is this something you've had to work into your game plan leading into the fight?
No, not too bothered about his striking. He's good fighter. He's good fighter all round. But not a lot of specifics that I've had to work on, if I'm honest. A lot of things he does, I counter well. A lot of things he does that, leave me open as well. So, very little I've had to work on. Main thing is having a fucking guard, having your hands by your head. But, yeah.
Are you happy to stand forward and walk in exchange with him then?
Fucking right. I never tear up. This is a fight to go anyway, It could be, I don't know, it's gonna be fun, You're gonna be fucking, you can be throwing standing, we can be on the floor, grappling like fuck, hitting piss out of each other. It could go anywhere, I got skills to take it anyway, and so is he, So, who shoots first?
That's true. This is what I love about you as a fighter. You're not afraid, to challenge anybody. You just seem to love, everything about fighting, Can you just tell us why it means so much to you, just being in there all the time?
Fighting has given me the life I have now. I don't want a different life. I love my life. And the more I fight, the happier I get. If that makes sense, Since a kid, I dreamed of having my own dojo, I got that now, and I just want, now I've got a couple of fighters, and it's amazing. It's the future. Fuck 9 to 5, fuck everyone else, I just want to fight. I got plenty of time to work in a bloody office or a warehouse when I'm a bit older. I'm not going to take his body back perfect, so let's fuck it up while I can.
You took a year out from fighting, between your loss to Tommy Maguire and, and between your most recent appearance against Steve Dinsdale. Can you talk about how important it was to take a break, and also what you were doing in the meantime?
I struggled with a bit of illness at the start of the year, which put me out. When it was found when I was dropping weight, I becoming so weak, just give rise to a lot of infection, a lot of illness. So I had to sort of forced to move up a weight realistically. So I just started. It took the pressure off me. Getting weight, everything I ate, I was like, oh, fucking hell, I'll never make lightweight again. So everything I did, I felt guilty for. But now, and then, I just started entering grappling competitions and just started grappling all the time, wrestling all the time. Just keeping, just getting back into the mindset of being active all the time, which is what I used to be before I moved to lightweight, I used to fight Thai one weekend, judo the next, cage 1 week, I used to be like all the time, and that's all I want. Fighting a lightweight killed the sport, hated it. But now, back in there, good win over Steve Dinsdale, it was it was an entertaining fight, which is even more, it's even better for me. Just want to be back in there, like.
You just mentioned Steve Dinsdale. You weathered a storm early on, your chin held up extremely well, but how did it feel, after that layoff to come back and just win in the fashion that you did?
It was brilliant because, as I said, I took the pressure off myself. I went in there with no expectations. I knew I could. I always know I can win. There's always a way to win. I got skills everywhere, so I know I can beat someone wherever I am. But I took the pressure off, even in front of my home crowd. And I just went in there and thought, well, fuck it, I guess have some fun. But coming off, winning it in such a dynamic way, I changed the game up. I went to the floor. I just showed that I can't fight anywhere.
You just mentioned it. You fought that fight in front of your home fans. Did that put any pressure on you going into the fight?
I don't care about them.
But was it good? Was it good to get the win in front of them? Would you have preferred anywhere else to come back? Other than your hometown.
Well, it was the best place for me to come back. But I don't care. I'll fight. I'll fight the Lord now. I don't care.
Matt Inman, no doubt, is one of the top fighters in the division. What does a win over him mean for you in your career?
I don't know. I just want to beat him. I don't really care. I'm not thinking about the future. I just every fight's a big fight, So just one step at a time, one pin at a time. Just keep going, just keep swimming. Obviously, I'd like to beat the guy who's got the title. Who else got the title?
Dalby.
Oh, whoever he is. I just want to fight. I don't really care. Matt Inman, nice guy. Likes good music. Comes out to some wicked intense music,
Yeah.
So, whatever. I don't really care about him.
Do you think that your laid-back approach helps you in a fight, because you're just going in there mindset on one fight, on one moment, and you kind of just forget about all the external factors?
Well, especially now, I don't have to fight the scales. I just think about the fight. I'm always fit, always ready to fight. So, fucking just let's go, whatever. That's what I think. It's nice. It's brilliant. I haven't had this mentality for a long time, and it's a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter.
You mentioned when you were battling the scales, how much roughly were you cutting to fight at lightweight, and how much easier is it on you now for your training camp, cutting to welterweight?
I mean, I always walk around between 84 to 86. Remember one time I had to drop 17, 18 pounds in a day. inevitably hospitalised myself.
Wow.
But that was when I was meant to fight Ian Edwardsell. He fucking backed out anyway. I was in hospital all night. I still got there to fight. Fucking prick. But no, like the guys in the gym are happier that I'm happy because I'm not a knock to everyone. Like, it takes it out here.
We know you can be a very emotional guy. You know, you fight with a lot of passion. And, you know, you just seem to love every moment of it. Do you feel that sometimes, you know, in previous fights, you've let your emotions maybe get the better of you?
Oh, definitely. When I was fighting at lightweight, there was no heart. It was just fear of gassing, fear of tiring out because of the weight cut. And just that in the back of your head, knowing that, if I push the place here, my gas. I haven't been guillotined since I've been quiet fight. I can't remember the time I've ever been guillotined. I get called a fucking stupid guillotine, and it's just like, no heart, no. Well, I really get choked. I thought, fuck. I just, it's just not there. It's not there with me. Well, they didn't beat me. They beat the fucking skeleton. But I never take a shot. I don't even know what he hit me with. Actually, even watching the fight, it don't happen. It's probably the pints in the bar. But I'll go through anyone. I'd take anything. Keep fighting at the welterweight, and I'm happy. And that's the main thing.
Now, Lewis, I've got to ask you a really good question here. You know, after your win against Dinsdale, you were filled with energy. You were proved why you're one of the best characters in UK MMA. Do you remember the interview you did with Ben Heather of Kingdom MMA after that fight?
I've seen it. I can't remember it.
Because that interview pretty much went viral on the website. Everybody got to see the real Lewis Long, the eccentric, brilliant character that you are. What we saw in that interview, is that the true Lewis Long, just a fun, laid-back kind of guy?
Yeah, well, people don't see me like, I'm always quite happy. In work, people see me grumpy, and they go, why are you grumpy? I say, well, if I'm smiling, I'm probably fighting, you know? But yeah, I'm horizontal as far as laid back goes, you know? I just go, fuck it. So you fighting. But that is doing fucking class, man.
There's a serious question now. There's a serious question, Lewis.
Oh, fucking hell.
What are the chances on a Lou Long bobblehead ever being released? Because I just loved it, the interview. I'm wobbling. I think a Lou Long bobblehead would sell well.
Oh, man, I gotta get me on one of those. That sounds like fun.
But on a final note, Lewis, is there anything you want to say to Matt Inman before it all goes down in Newcastle?
I don't know. Hi.
Matt actually, when we interviewed Matt, he said that both of you are the kind of guys that just let the talking get done in the cage. Is that something you'd agree with?
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, just fight. So fight. I don't really care, you know. Whatever he wants to do, whatever he wants to say. I kind of get quite funny with these things, because I think if you want to be intimidated about what someone says, then you shouldn't be a fighter.
Yeah.
So I kind of think, well, you know, Matt, as I said, Matt was a cool guy. I've actually always wanted to fight Matt. I remember I spoke to Ricky Wright many years ago. How about me and Matt Inman then? And he said, not just yet, Lou. I was like, years ago. Oh, well.
I know you mentioned earlier in the interview, you said that, you know, Matt's one of the guys that you've been wanting to face for a while. You said there was a few other guys that you really would like to face. Could you enlighten us on that?
I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know the welterweight division. No, I quite like to fight Bostwick, because that would just be fucking mental.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could probably end up fighting Phil Malpeter or the winner of Poppies and Phil Malpeter. So yeah, whatever. Good fighters.
So, is there anything you'd like to finish on? Anyone you'd like to thank or give a message to?
Thank you to after King Cardiff and Gamble fight way. It's just that sponsor me. It's pretty cool. So yeah, cool.
So, we want to thank you, Lou, on behalf of everyone at Kingdom MMA for taking time out of your busy schedule to do this interview, and we honestly wish you all the best of luck at Cage Warriors 73.